Hello everybody, welcome back to OneShot. So last episode we got to the city by plane, and our plane got taken over, leaving our two friends stranded on an island, slowly being overrun by the squares. A bit of a short cab, but we also met some people. We now have to go get Rue, which apparently is that fox we noticed on the first time around. We can't even go to the garden. He's all sorts of buggered off. So he's still banging away on his door. The elevator guy. Yeah. Can go that way. Do we really? Fine. Novel times, excuse me. There's missing a button, right? We'll help you fix it. Evacuees are counting on this, on me. Been here for 4 hours and I can't figure out a thing. You know, from the West Apartments. The square stuff wrecked the place yesterday. Right, everyone's crowded in the cafe. Really want to get everyone to the surface as soon as possible. Library on the surface doubles as a shelter for situations like this. Let's see. Did we find the magnets and stuff? Yeah, we did. Looks like we'll find another way to fix the button. Never mind. Nope, not fixing in the elevators, huh? So in the elevator in the area, we'll think of something. How good are you at knitting stuff? Man. Given a bad time, the apartment in the west sector got destroyed by squares. Dago, terrible, isn't it? Yeah. At least the evacuee seems to be doing okay. We're letting him stay here for now. There's the evil penguin.
Hello.
Yep. No change there. Yep. The gardener, TV man. Cool outside. Now that you've mentioned it, it is really chilly this time around. It's turning up to March, but it's freezing still, which is odd. Normally it doesn't happen here, but whatever. Leave most of my plants behind. This stinks. Sorry to hear. Speaking of plants, I heard the glen is just covered in vines now. Is that true? Yeah. Plant lady was using them to keep the land from falling away. The plant spread? Maize? I figured. So how is she doing? Not well, but she might be in a potted plant upstairs. She's gone, isn't she? Said she was using up the last of her powers. Wasn't surprised. She always did her best to protect everyone. Well, I'm going to evacuate. My parents were at work. I'm waiting for them to pick us up now. Hope they're okay. At least my robot's with me. Yeah, the gamey guy, right? Squares make the people evacuate. Evacuate makes the girls sad. Squares are bad. Yep. Just moved to my new apartment now where I'm gonna go. Alright. This is where we met the weird time-faced lady. You got anything new? Here we are at the 11th hour. Shouldn't you be with the other evacuees? Maybe. I wonder if the big clock has reached 0 yet. We'll be right here when everything ends. This is where I need to be for the button, but I don't know if there's anything left for me to do here. No, this is where the door is, isn't it? That's new. Can we go up here? This is still normal. We used to have a bit of dialogue. It's the first time we went up here. But not anymore. Okay, so this is probably that elevator down. We really should go tell the others if it is indeed that. You know, get them to safety at the library and stuff. Door's locked. Looks like it's asking for a password. Word documents is on screen above the password prompt. Oh, and it's... Okay, let me go look in the file, see if something pops up. Alright, so I opened up my documents. Everything that I thought was not relevant I have blurred out again. There's some stuff in there I would rather keep hidden. We got documents, OneShot. Code you need is blah blah. That's the thing for the save. They have these for password 1. Looks like you're able to remove the restriction. In that case, you are ready to continue. Necessary creation is already in place. The session might run a very different course depending on your actions. If you can recognize my symbol, you will know what you should do. I confess it will be risky. The probability entity's condition will worsen is quite high, and if that happens, then blah. Nothing good. Okay. Password 2. How look at me asking for favors, only to become so apprehensive once you agreed. I understand if you wish to leave, some questions unanswered. I understand if you do not believe in a happy resolution. I understand if you are simply afraid of what might happen, because I am afraid too. If you enjoy the world as is, if you are satisfied with the story as is, if you really don't want to see anything changed for better or for worse, then pretend you never saw this. Carry the session as you normally would. Do not use my journal for anything other than what you were already familiar with. This option will always remain for you, though. That's why I implore you to consider the Messiah of the world my children. They all deserve a good ending. Thanks for listening. Goodbye. Okay, so there's something to do with these for sure. And I think I may have already done one. I've already seen what it is. I've played a lot of puzzle games, and I've probably brought this up, but I've played a lot of the Professor Layton games for DS and stuff like that, so I enjoy these. And something that popped up for me was that some of these letters are capitalized when they shouldn't be. So I'm wondering if these letters are. So we've got S-O, password 2, L-S. Should I write these down? I probably should. I got a sticky note here. S-O-L-S T-I C-E. Solstice. I know that's the proper word. Is it like a turning of the sun, or it's at its highest or lowest or something like that? Can I just type that in? No, I cannot. Oh wait, I can. Maybe if I make this the active window. No. Ugh, jeez. Alright, fine. Okay, neat. Are we getting another puzzle, or is this where we need to bring all 3 people? Elevator has no button panel, tapping the door does no menu either. Usually works. Lever hanging from the ceiling. Find someone tall to reach it for. Okay. What about the other side? Elevator won't open. Looks like it's stuck on another floor. Well, we'll go talk to lamp person, also known as the elevator guy. Please leave me be. We're running out of time. What's over here? Who took... And they bolted it down and everything, and it wasn't enough. Found some elevators. Seriously? I've literally never seen another one in this area. There wasn't a locked room. Oh, do they work? We don't know yet. One of them has a lever that's out of my reach. Wait, you can help us. Should be able to reach the lever because you're taller than me. Oh, I guess I am. They show me the way, I suppose. Should we go tell the others? Whatever. Not even freaked out in the slightest, huh? Swimming gives him the creeps, man. Oh, same. Yep. So, what did you need help with again? Can you reach the lever up there? Alright. Wait. I'm not that tall. You got a hook. There you go. Nice. Thank you, mister. No prob, kid. So, you coming? Oh, we're gonna have the awkward conversation again? I don't think we will. This wasn't here before. Looks like the elevator works alright. I'll go get the evacuees. Yeah. Alright. Ah, flippin' heck. Square stuff, isn't it? They're only in here, but I can hear them just outside the door. Squares outside the elevator yet. You're in a hurry, right? Go do what you need to do. I'll figure something out. Okay, we need to find the back alley. I don't think we have time to do some sightseeing now. Door won't budge. But... how are we supposed to get back up? Please, you mustn't. The labs could collapse any moment now. Let go of me. Oh man, Cedric. Couldn't stop him. Messiah. You came at an awful time. Come on, we've got to get out of here. Where to? Where everyone else is right now. Probably the library. Yeah. Hey, Kip. Made it back in one piece. You kind of left the shelter without telling me. Sure gave me a good scare back there. Sorry, George. Found Messiah too. Sweet. How's it going, little fella? Bad. Oh, same. We ran into each other after this boy forced himself into the lab complex. Couldn't stop him. Don't know why he was being so insistent. Water. He said I need to go rebuild a robot. Oh, you know him? Yeah. Robot, huh? You're talking about a little dude with white hair and goggles, right? That's Cedric, yeah. Bro ran off with one of my books. Said it was an emergency, so just let him have it. Hope he didn't run into any trouble, dude. Yeah, I hope he's alright too. With any luck, maybe the lab complex can hold up long enough for him to... Oh my gosh, that was the labs. Poor kid. Not him too. Sorry about your friend. Last time he spoke, he told me to go look for someone on the surface. I need to get going. You know me, I'm gonna let you walk into the fire like that. Fire, squares, but George is right. The squares seem to be targeting a lot of the weaker constructs in the city. Only the library has enough structural integrity to withstand collapse. Best we stay here until things stabilize, however long that takes. Do up my mission. But you guys want me to bring the sun back at least. The sun ain't gonna make the squares go away, dude. Sadly. Not to mention, even getting there is going to be hard. If the world is like this, there's no telling what's going on in the tower. If the Messiah got hurt, of all people, that's like the exact opposite of radical, dude. She is behaving quite different. Last time we had 5, now we seem to have 6. Interesting. A friend of mine said something about this forever ago. It's better for the world to die naturally. No living being should have to carry that burden. At the time I thought it was still her faulty code speaking, but now I'm starting to understand. Messiah, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. All this time we burned you with our hope, our faith, blissfully ignoring the fact that you're just a lost child. Well, probably more scared than any of us, aren't you? We have been dealing with tragedy for so long, it's become background noise to us now. But for you it must be so terrifying. Now you're stuck here with the rest of us, being held back by the very people you were told to save. You must seem so ungrateful. It's okay. I first came to this world a long time ago. Back then all I wanted was to go home. Do you remember? The very first time. Not sure how far back it was for you. About 2 days. But I remember towards the end, I actually wasn't sure anymore about going home. Even knowing the world would be doomed eventually, I still wanted the people here to be happy. So, when you told me to return home back then, I did send you home. I wasn't sure. But I trusted you more. But then I just came back. You... what? Then I found out about the world being like this. Prototype said to forget the things he told me, and Cedric told me not to think about it too much, but... I'm sorry for getting upset at you back at the mines. I thought for you to know all that, yet continue doing this. It just seemed cruel. Then I realized something. We really wanted to save both the world and me. Indeed, that's why we're here. At the end, you can only choose one, right? It's really hard for you too. It must be. We haven't said much to him throughout this, have we? If the world isn't broken, will that choice still be there? Do you still need to choose between one or the other? But even if it is, I really want to save this world. Even if it's more dangerous this time around. Even if so many of the nice people we've met were... I'm not afraid anymore. That's why I think you guys should let me go. I promise I'll be okay. Yo kid, you're real strong, note that? I think we've just got the worst personality for this. Go knock him dead, Tiger. Well, if George is fine with it, guess we should let you go now, Messiah. Probably still be careful, okay? You guys be safe too. The prophet bought the first robot you met in our world, yeah? You also wrote a book on how he was made. It's one of his best works, brah. Just gotta love that the guy's attention to detail, all the little parts just came together. It was the freshest book I've ever read in, man. Oh. Yeah, so everyone's here now. If I die, I want to die. That's the spirit. Yeah, at least we have food here. So the game was destroyed a while back. I can't go into the glen anymore. I'm not sure will I be able to get my supply of fish at this rate. So I have plenty of these soup dumplings left. Looks like it should feed everyone here for at least another day. Or it's going to be much colder soon. At least I can keep everyone here warm. Stand smells sugary. Candy skewers fresh to the grill. Not very nutritious, I'm afraid, but at least I'll keep the evacuees from getting hungry. I guess you're gonna make sure that nobody here gets thirsty. Looks like my life work is finally being put to good use. As long as we conserve the water we have on hand, my water pill should be able to keep everyone here from going thirsty for weeks. Finally saw the author today. Well, his flying machine at least. Look, I want to. So, yeah, his father is the creator of the game, and he's also the author because it was his fly. Okay. This is not the locker, isn't that cool, Messiah? Yeah. I have to cancel my appointment. This stinks. All being the way it is now, I'm just glad the author was able to write down all this stuff before everything went off the rails. A group of evacuees should be arriving soon. I hope my friends are okay. Whatever the author is, apparently he just kind of stopped showing up. The librarian says he's still getting his manuscripts, but no one has seen him in person so long. Many people have been assuming the worst. We haven't been told what happened to him. Going through these pages pretty fast. Actually, it's mostly pictures. Okay. Looks like our scouting unit is still doing okay. I leave my crane behind when they were sounding the sirens. Really wish it's time to rescue my fish. Come see the fate you have. That's why it won't lose hope either. Ropes are the only ones we can send out there now. Thankfully, we still have a couple of units that aren't too badly damaged. He's freaking out though. Yeah. Just so you know, due to recent events, the restriction on noise levels in the library has been temporarily lifted, so I won't be kicking people out level 4. Inactive just because I'm a delinquent stuck doing community service. No. Okay, weird. These crowds starting to show up on the streets. Library was built shortly after the first squares appeared. They wanted to build something that could withstand partial collapse. Architects used new, strongest materials they had. Thank goodness for that. Really has to get my mind off things. Okay. Nobody here. Hello, persons. Library temporary shelter. Alright, well, considering we're probably close to the end, I'm going to cut it here. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you're still enjoying the series. Feel free to probably kind of like or something if you haven't already. I hope to see you guys on the next episode. Bye, everyone.